So I often talk to people online, and many times, many of you ask me to help you feminize, to help you cross-dress, and to give you tips on how you can achieve a more feminine, more attractive cross-dressing look. Now, the problem is that I do not really feel like there are many reasons behind why people want to talk about things like this, and I do understand that some of them originate from fetishistic urges, and others are serious. So it definitely does deserve my attention, and I've been thinking about this because my main problem is that I don't feel like I can help, and I really don't know what to tell you when you ask me this thing online. And basically I'm on the spot. I'm like, I can't. There's nothing I can do for you. And that's just wrong, because I've been cross-dressing for pretty much all my life, and since kindergarten, that is. And that considered, I should be able to give you some advice on many different levels, because cross-dressing is indeed a very complex phenomenon. And it's got many different levels of emotional, psychological and physical involvement, and there is no way, there isn't something there that I can't help you with. So basically the reason why I'm tempted to think that maybe I cannot help you is number one, I may not possess the special skill set that one needs to teach others to become more feminine, to teach others to do makeup and fashion choices and stuff. So maybe I don't have those skills, and yeah. And secondly, even though I've been cross-dressing my entire life, there are scores and scores of cross-dressers much more feminine, much more beautiful than myself, and I'm tempted to sometimes feel that I'm not an authority in this regard. So even though I've been doing it my entire life, so yeah. But then again, I should be, because this is the wrong state of mind, definitely a negative state of mind right here. Something that you should never adopt as a crossdresser. And the reason is that indeed I do have quite a bit of experience, and I do understand the complexities of cross-dressing, something a person who's been doing it for 2 years may not comprehend, even regardless of look. So they might look better than me, might be more feminine, might be on hormones and feminizing actively and living full-time as a woman, and they still might not understand as much about cross-dressing as I do. So I think I have found a sort of a solution to this conundrum of mine. So next time you guys are going to ask me to help you cross-dress, I will have somewhere to point you to, and that will be this video. This video will hopefully be the first of a series of videos in which I'm going to help you cross-dress. Now, I'm not quite sure how the other videos will go, but this one will start with the very basics, as it should, and yeah, I will try to share some of my vast experience and some of my deeper insights into cross-dressing with you guys, so you start off solid footings and do not turn cross-dressing into a source of strife and negativity in your life, because that should be your main priority. Alright, so that said, guys, let's delve in. What I have found is that the most important thing about cross-dressing is to learn to accept yourself as a cross-dresser. Unless you managed to overcome this sort of hurdle, you risk turning cross-dressing into a source of problems, strife, disruption, and the eternal urge to purge kind of a conundrum. You invite that into your life, basically. If you want to know more about the urge to purge, I've discussed it in a video right here, and you can check it out. So yeah, the first thing is get to terms with your cross-dressing and accept yourself as such, and you must do it at your own pace. You must explore your identity at your own pace. That is essential. So do not fall victim to peer pressure or any kind of pressure whatsoever. Don't ever do something that you're not comfortable with, and take it one step at a time. Be patient with yourself. Now, the reason why you must learn to accept yourself as a crossdresser is because that is the only way that you can be a happy and successful crossdresser. Otherwise, you are doomed to fail. And you can't fight a war with yourself. Now, back in the days, I used to have plenty of trouble accepting myself as a crossdresser. Years and years and years. Like half my life was spent basically stuck between this duality of my need to be a manly man, sort of, and my cross-dressing urges. So back in the days, I used to find extremely peculiar ways to cope with this whole situation. Like whenever I cross-dressed, I used to pretend I was someone else, like maybe a female celebrity or even somebody I knew from school or somewhere else, and I would sort of, assume their personality for the time I was wearing female clothes, and then when I shed my makeup and my clothes and everything, then I just returned to my male self, who was the actual me, whom I considered to be the actual me. So cross-dressing simply represented limited forays into different identities for me back in those days, and that was unhealthy. That exposed me to the urge to purge, and it did cause some disruption in my life and did not allow me to fully blossom into perhaps the crossdresser that I was always meant to be. Even back then, there was no denying, however, that there was definitely a feminine part to my personality. Like other people used to imagine themselves as Hulk Hogan while watching wrestling, my peers, my friends, and I could never, for the life of me, see myself as anything else than Luna Vachon, or perhaps even better, Malaya Hosaka. So yeah, and whenever we used to play RPG games, I always chose female characters for some reason. I always ended up with them. And there were other little sort of clues that always told me that I'm a little bit different and that I don't actually fit in with the mainstream, so to speak. Femininity was always there, no matter what I did, and I can tell you that I did my darndest to relegate it to a sort of a second personality mode, if that makes any kind of sense. And for a while there I thought I was successful, but obviously you can't fight a war against yourself. This war, what exactly am I talking about? What is this war like? So I have this irresistible urge to be feminine from time to time, and then I also had urges to become a manly man, muscular. I worked out, I bulked up for a while there, and whenever I, shot a few pictures or videos of myself cross-dressed, I used to be pissed at myself for being so butch and for not passing at all, and for basically doing everything in my power to destroy my chances of ever doing so, ever succeeding. And then at times I used to lose weight and turn more feminine. And then I used to be pissed at myself at the gym for being a weakling compared to the other guys over there. So there was this continuous tug of war going on, and that only came to an end once I learned to accept that I was indeed a crossdresser and that there was nothing I could do about it, and that it was part of who I was, and it was fine the way it was. So the main takeaway of today's video is strive for self-acceptance, but do not push it. Be patient with yourself, take your time, do not accept any kind of pressure. You're in control, and you are the one who determines what you accept in your life and what you don't. Know, however, that until you manage to accept yourself as a crossdresser and to normalize your feelings about it, you will find this whole thing to be an uphill battle. And if your urge to keep doing it remains, then you will be constantly torn between this masculine and feminine sort of personality, and you shall invite strife and disruption and purge and negativity in your life that you absolutely do not want. Once you learn to understand your cross-dressing feelings and you manage to accept it physically, emotionally, intellectually and psychologically, then you shall be primed for cross-dressing success, so to speak. What this success looks like is your own sort of definition. It should be your own definition. Every one of us has a different understanding of what cross-dressing success means, but if you learn to accept yourself as such, you will get there much faster. So what can you do to accept yourself as a cross-dresser? First of all, be understanding with yourself and understand your motivations. Why you cross-dress, be honest with yourself. Understand what you like about cross-dressing and why you do it. Normalize your feelings. Understand that these feelings are yours, they're legitimate and they're here to stay, and accept them as such. Number 3, retain control. At all times, understand that you are the one in control and you're the one calling the shots here. Don't let anybody pressure you into anything. Don't let social media and social media personalities sort of influence you into taking a step that you're not comfortable with, ever. Understand your goals. What is it that you are looking to accomplish through your cross-dressing? Is it to pass in public? Is it to just enjoy yourself in the privacy of your home? Is it to create videos for YouTube? Is it to just explore a sort of unique side of yourself not many people get to explore? Once you know your goals, you will find it a lot easier to get from A to B, from where you are to where you want to be. Finally, ask yourself if cross-dressing makes you happy. If the answer is no, and if you find that it causes you more problems than it does satisfaction, then you should absolutely stop doing it. You should you should weigh everything, and you should put everything on a scale and understand that the only thing forcing you to do this are your inner urges with which you must learn to live. If you can accept them and sort of incorporate them in your actual personality, so when you cross-dress, you're the same person as you are when you're not cross-dressed, then yes, absolutely, go for it. If you're finding trouble doing so, then maybe look for professional help and try to sort of achieve a homeostasis kind of situation with your cross-dressing urges and your actual life. Once you learn to accept yourself, your cross-dressing, your emotions, your urges and your sort of passion for this kind of activity, you will find that its negatives, including the urge to purge, which can be extremely painful and costly, will gradually subside. And eventually all you will be left with are the positives of cross-dressing. So understand that there are dangers to this activity. I have dedicated a full video, which has turned out to be pretty popular, right here, check it out, about the dangers of cross-dressing. Understand the dangers, know what you have to avoid, and learn to accept yourself. Now you guys are ready to delve into the practical minutiae of cross-dressing, like makeup, dresses, and various voice tuning. I'm not going to talk about because I have thus far totally failed with it, as you can tell. But yeah, with whatever else I can give you any kind of advice, I will try to do so. So stick around, guys, subscribe to my channel, ring that bell down there so you get notified every time I upload the video, and follow me on other forms of social media. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, and I'm even on TikTok. Post a series of short videos there. So subscribe to me everywhere and check me out, and see you around. Hasta luego.